Have you ever had that feeling like you're the only one who is marching to a different beat when everyone else is dancing to another song? You very well may be a lone wolf. Lone wolves are the outcasts, the stoic individual who stands alone among thousands or even millions of others, independently defiant and proudly different. They walk a different way out of necessity, wondering if you could be one of them. So now to the 10 unmistakable telltale signs of your inner lone wolf. 1. You prefer to stay under the radar but always in control. You're the observer rather than the talker most of the time, but you have so much to say. You are in-house spy who likes to stay underground and get the eyes on you always. You stand back silently surveying the lay of the land, letting others take a front-row seat. You can lead when required, but it is on your terms, and not because you're expected to by anyone. 2. You experience intense emotions but keep them to yourself. You experience them deeply, deep happiness and anger, sadness. Despite that, you will still prefer hiding them so as not to be vulnerable. You realize that more pain comes from vulnerability than it does peace, and you guard your emotions as if they are hidden treasures. Changes in light distort much, but only a limited number of loyal hearts look into the depths. To the world, you are fine, especially when a storm is brewing within. 3. You observe more than you participate. The reason you are usually alone but not lonely and rarely reach out to other people is due to your nature of being observant. As others hurry to join, you are silently absorbing all the details. Others may view you as distant, but in reality just taking it all, processing the dynamics. This unique angle allows you to spot things that no one else can see, which makes you an observational ninja. 4. You avoid the spotlight and don't need validation. Everyone else runs after admiration validation, and you seek it as a chore. You have no desire to be front and center or for your worth to come from the opinions of others. You know who you are and what you believe in. The likes or followers you get are irrelevant to your self-worth, recognized, not validated, from his achievements. 5. You're socially attuned yet selective. You are perfectly able to walk through a social situation when required. You just choose who gets in. As someone who cherishes their time and energy, only anyone with substance is worthy of your attention. You experience close connections with a choice few that both accept and laud your natural inclination for isolation. The rest? The other person. You're okay maintaining them as something of an acquaintance. 6. More creativity when you work alone. You are an introvert in creation. Your mind is wandering in new dimensions when it goes free range, dreaming things that no one else would probably dream of. Brainstorming in groups can be a trap. Everybody talks too much and says the same things. Silence is for finding the way back to your thoughts, down into the abyss of creativity and all that you can bring up from those mysterious waters. 7. Everything is about quality than quantity. Friendships, projects, experiences, depth over breadth. While some people have a trail of lifelong friends wherever they go, your few select confidants are rare. You check one project 100%, instead of having a dozen half-assed tasks open. You always know best, and less is more with everything you do. Everyone can see that in your relationships and work. 8. You feel a deep connection to nature. The peace that you acquire in the wild is something that all of those cities cannot provide. It calms the cluttered spaces of your mind. It represents vastness, similar to a hope for freedom. You are alone with the trees or next to a river that flows in your heart. Nature is your haven to escape. It ponders, reflects, and just exists. 9. You think independently and question everything. You are not one to believe things at face value. You're willing to break the rules and push boundaries. Sure, some might say you are difficult or rebellious, but then you just think for yourself. Your confidence in yourself over the crowd influences your choice. 10. You make time for self-reflection. You are not one of many, afraid to consider it on your own. You will increasingly ponder your thoughts, feelings, and actions. It spurs examination of the self that serves as a foundation upon which you grow, further fortify your resolve, and begin to understand yourself. If it were not for these moments alone in your head, you would be so far away from yourself. Self-examination is more than just a habit for you. Now, do you relate to these signs too? If yes, hold on to your lone wolf inside. It is not a punishment to wander alone, it is an honor of the independence that you demonstrated. The world might not get how you flow, but it's fine. Lone wolves don't really need a pack. If needed, they find that strength inside them.